Hello everybody, I am Battlescar1313 and this is my Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster playthrough. I'm at it again. I've played Final Fantasy 1 for the PSX, which was decades ago, literally, like almost 30 decades ago, or 30 years ago. So here we go. I will be trophy collecting and platinum the game, pointing out enemies and certain traits about them, and getting 100% of all the chests, and that should pretty much set me up for platinum. So we can go to new game, or we could go extras or options, but that's not really needed. So yeah, let's enjoy Final Fantasy, the original. I mean, compared to all the other Final Fantasies, this one's number one. So here you can name your character however you want, or you can use suggested names by pressing in square, which is what I'm going to do. Here is the job system. Warrior excels with dealing damage with swords and axes, and he can use white magic spells. A thief excels later on in the game by using some black magic spells, which is pretty good. I'm going to be using it. The monk is good because it usually takes no equipment, but he can get hit, and when he gets hit, he gets hit hard. Red mage is like a warrior, white mage, black mage split, but a warrior will always be better at attacking and a white mage will be better at white magic. So red mage is just an average class. White magic, this can be the hardest difficulty. If you collect and select 4 white mages, it's pretty hard. Black mage, pretty good. Nuker, he can attack all enemies. Make them handy. Give me a second and I'll name them. Alright, this is what I'm going to go for, so let's start game. Alright, there used to be a old saying with the PS1 version and Nintendo versions of these games, Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 3, your characters started off with no equipment at all. So a lot of people were like, the 4 destined warriors of light start off bare nude. But no, nowadays it got so big back then that we all start off now with clothes as body armor. But right here is the most famous inn in the whole game. It is the cheapest at 30 gil per night. Over here to our right, we got 4 old wizards, or older looking bearded people. They're the beginner's hall. If you know nothing about Final Fantasy and this is your first run, you might want to listen to what they have to say. It will teach you stuff about magic and etc. But most people that come in start playing Final Fantasy 1 usually come from playing a different one. But here we go into the magic shop, and we're gonna get Cure because it's needed. We're gonna get Dia because it can hurt undead, and we got our choice between Protect and Blink. Blink is probably the better choice, but after a while I'm gonna ditch Cure and get Blink. So I'll go Protect right now. Over here in the Black Magic shop, we're going to get a few spells now. Every enemy is weak to fire, or most enemies are weak to fire, sorry. Some enemies are weak to thunder, but it's definitely not worth getting. So sleep is needed and focus helps as well. So we'll get those and then we'll head out. Here we're gonna go shopping for equipment now. I'm still getting used to the controls and the menus of the Pixel Remasters. So here we're buying one leather armor, one chainmail armor. You could equip in the shop, but we're gonna equip once we get all our gear. Now, if you weren't using my setup, the nunchucks is good for the monk for a little bit. Of course, the monk does end up getting better with no equipment, like I said. And our knight will be able to learn white magic up to a certain point. It can learn like level 3 white magic spells. And same with the thief, it can turn into a little bit of a black mage and use black magic. But this is usually the default, is warrior, white mage, black mage, and thief. So, got all this new equipment. It is time to put it on my characters. So, the hammer will do decent damage, especially for a white mage at the beginning of the game. Usually, if you give her anything else, she'll just miss with every weapon, every swing. Unless they fixed it. I mean, she'll hit every once in a while, but it's very low accuracy. Yeah, we got more knives than we should have got. And it looks like the only thing I can change is my clothes. Get some leather armor. Yeah, I like leather. There's chainmail armor. Or chainmail. Let's just call it that. So my characters are equipped. And now we can go to the item shop and just see what they got, because one thing I noticed is they got Phoenix Downs. There used to be no way of reviving with items once your character got KO'd. So there's a ton of new items here. I think it came from a different port and it made it into the Pixel Remasters, but we will definitely go shopping later. Now we have to exit the town, or actually go to one of the knights in this, but to explain churches, this is not just a random house and the residence. If your character gets KO'd, you used to have to go to a church to revive them. It was the only way to get revived. There were no Phoenix Downs, not even a cottage. Alright, so this the thing about the inn. It's 30 gil to stay at that inn, and it's 1,000 gil for a cottage, and that's a, like, you know, big difference. 970 gil difference, and they both have the same effect, an inn and a cottage. So here we learn that Garland is pretty much kidnapped the princess, and we are instructed by the king to go save her and brighten our crystals. If you've played Stranger of Paradise, this game reflects well upon it. I have yet to play Stranger to Paradise, but it is on my to-do list. It is a PS5 game, so I might just get into it. Well, it's Final Fantasy 16. Alright, so out here we're gonna hunt for some enemies. Before I do, let's do ourselves a favor and go to boosts. We can times 4 EXP and gil, so let's do that. We want to keep encounters on because we need to find all the monsters in the game. So here is a wolf. It has 20 HP, gives 24 EXP and 6 gil per pop. But we have multipliers, so the gil doesn't look right on the screen. Alright, this monster is a goblin guard. It has 16 HP, 18 EXP given, and 18 gil. It can also drop potions, which is unique. Alright, let's just go back over here. I'm looking for goblin. Oh, here's a 9 form setup. So if they get a back attack on us, like if they catch us from behind, they get 9 attacks, which can kill a member at least of your party, and if a member dies, you usually have to go and revive them. But this is probably the biggest setup to get into, so watch out for this. The goblins have 8 HP, give 6 EXP and 6 gil when defeated. So I'll probably get some good gil from this fight. Even though one of them just ran away, which a lot of monsters run away in this game. Again, not much to say. The 9 form attack party, it takes a while to kill them all. And there is auto battle, which I could use more often. Alright, let's use the N and get all of our HP and MP restored. Because now I want to head into a later portion of the story, pretty much where we need to go to. So we already know we gotta rescue the princess, and I'll be editing fights out for now, but I will be fighting because we are looking for more monsters. And here's Gigas Worm. It has 56 HP, gives 64 EXP, 15 gil, and they're weak against fire. And one just ran away from me. I just still add it to my bestiary. So there's quite a bit of enemies out here. The place on the world map is the Chaos Shrine. That's where I'm supposed to go. It has 2 chests in it, but the other ones that we can't get right now, they need the Mystic Key. So it keeps on giving me the same enemies. And I went over into the forest, and I went to the Greenland. Did I get anything? Nope. I'm determined to find some new monsters out here. Alright, here's skeletons. They have 10 HP, 90 XP, is given 5 gil when they defeated, drops echo herbs, and the resistance to silent, sleep, paralyzed, berserk, poison, confused, stone, instant death, and ice, but they're weak against fire and dia. So you get into 9 form of skeletons, cast dia with your white mage, and probably kill them all. It's that powerful. Alright, Crazy Horse. They have 64 HP, they give 68 EXP, 15 gills, and sometimes they drop potions. So they're pretty much the toughest enemies we have on the field right now. So I'm trying to kill them so I can go outside of battle. Right, here's Black Widow. 28 HP, 30 EXP, and 8 gil. Right now I'm going into the Chaos Shrine, and I'll collect all the items that I can. Here is Zombie. They have 20 HP, 24 EXP, 12 gil, resistance to silence, sleep, paralyzed, darkness, poison, stone, confused, death, and ice. Weak against fire and Dia. So I triple popped right there. I got a leather cap. That's one of the chests we can get. Here's skeletons. Skeletons have 10 HP, give 9 EXP and 5 gil, and they can drop echo herbs. Resistance to silence, sleep, paralyzed, berserk, poison, stone, confused, death, and ice. Weak against fire and Dia. Same old. Alright, here is the werewolf. It has 68 HP, gives 135 EXP, and 67 gil. So we've already seen Goblin Guard. So we do have a chance here. Oh, to get a potion. But it looks like my character's leveled up. No potion. I might have to go back to the end. Here's some chests up here, and this is the last ones we can get in the Chaos Shrine for now. It'll be 3 videos of me doing a storyline until I get the Mystic Key to open all the doors. And I keep on getting hit and having to cure. At this point, there's just a few more enemies that I want to encounter. So I'm experimenting. I'm gonna go all the way back to the end. Go back here, heal up, and I'll be ready to get all the other monsters shortly. The only ones we're missing, I think, is Wargwolf, Ghoul, and of course the boss. So let's go into a room where we probably, well, here's the Giga Swarm. Now, it's not that hard to kill. Alright, there is the Wargwolf. Has 72 HP, 93 EXP, drops 22 gil, and can drop antidotes when needed. So they're tough. Now I'm pretty sure the only monster I'm looking for is Ghoul. Can't believe my black magic user has such low HP. Alright. That'll do it. Let's see how long it takes. Alright, I've already found him before, but this is the monster that I'm looking for, and I just want to get it on video. But so far we should have 12 of the monsters by the end of this video. So it's quite a bit of a grind here trying to find that last entry. Here it is. Oh, this is zombies. Zombies, 20 HP, 24 EXP, 12 gil. Most resistance stuff. And they can drop a staff, which can be sold for money. Zombies are resistant to silent, sleep, paralyzed, darkness, poison, stone, confused, death, and ice, while weak against fire and dire. And the same goes with ghouls. Ghouls are weak to the same things, except for they have 48 HP, give 93 EXP, and 50 gil. Alright, here is Garland. He is the main bad guy of the entire game. He can time travel and he's hard to kill. But he takes us on anyways. He has 212 HP. He gives, I think, 130 EXP, 250 gil, and he can drop a longsword. So I'm all healed up and I got most of my spells. He should be a quick defeat. I got critical there. Now what happens with agility and all that stuff is your characters, when they attack, they get a certain amount of hits and it's speed related. They get enough hits, they just increase the damage per attack. So you can hit twice in one go, but it calculates as one overall damage. I think like 10 or 12 is like a really good hit. But Garland is defeated, and we have saved Princess Sarah. Yep, we came to rescue you so that your father would build us a bridge. Alright, you're good. Let's just go back to town. You can take us there. And that will conclude most of the video. So he does thank us. And there's going to be another old meme. Well, the first one I pretty much said was the 4 white mage party being the hardest. That's an actual challenge. The one where the developers had to put clothes on the sprites, even because they usually were just equipped bare on everything. And then there's going to be one with the bridge workers. And what was said about that was, I'll explain that here in a minute. Right now, though, we're tasked with restoring the powers of the 4 crystals. And when we go to leave, I think you can talk to her, but if you go to leave, she'll just give you a key item. And this key item is used way later on in the game. Loot. Loot or something, I don't know. So we'll leave this, everything in here has to be unlocked through the Mystic Key, and we don't have it yet. And here it is. This is called, by the old school gamers, the fastest bridge workers in the world. Look at them. In seconds, they just build all that. And in more seconds, they got all that. And they keep on getting better and better and better and better. And, if construction workers worked like this everywhere, the world would be a better place to drive and travel, because that was an epic little turn of events there. So that's the end of the video. And yeah, after that, we will cross the bridge next time and face, we got 2 more enemies in the sea. So until then, I will just end the video here and we'll pick up crossing that bridge. Till then, have fun, and I'll see you in the comments. Bye bye.